everyone. So let's get settled on our mat in a nice, comfortable seated position so that we can start off our practice. Let's move the fleshy part from your bottom. Let's start our watches. And hands resting on your knees. And just start to relax. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Breathe in positivity and out with negativity. A few more just like this. One more. And on this next breath, I want you to breathe in, hold it, and then we're going to all breathe out together. So breathe in, hold it, and breathe it out. Bring your awareness back to the mat. Open your eyes. And let's find tabletop. Hands under your shoulders, knees under the hips. And let's start with some cat-cow. Warm up that back. So bringing your tummy in all the way for arch. And arching your back, looking forward. And arch your back, look forward. Last one. And breathe out. And now I want you to look over your right shoulder. Nice stretch. And look over your left shoulder. Go back to the other side. And your left side. And now combine that with your cat-cow. At your own pace, making sure you're breathing in and taking a deep breath out. Think about your day, relaxing, starting off your day relaxed, no stress. If this is the end of your day, think about going to bed. One more time. And now press your feet into the floor, your toes, and lean back a little, putting a little pressure on the toes, flexing them. Lean forward and lean back. Feeling the fire in the point your toes and bring your arms, your hands facing towards you, and make a circle with your body, warming up those wrists. Circle the other way. And let's all go to down dog, raising those hips up towards the sky, up towards the ceiling. Pressing your hands into the floor, heels into the floor. And let's pedal our knees, warm up. Heels flat to the ground. And you can walk up or jump forward and reach up towards the ceiling. Meet your hands in prayer position. Bring it down to your heart. Pray your hands up to the ceiling and back down for forward fold. Since we're just starting, our hamstrings might be really tight. But we're going to do this a few times to get them nice and loose. Let's meet for flat back and back down for forward fold. Again, we're warming up those hamstrings now. So let's bend our left leg, keep our left arm on the floor. Right hand reaches up as much as you can, straightening out that right leg. Deep breath in. And let it out. One more. Hand down and let's switch. Right leg bends. Left arm reaches up. Left leg is straight as much as possible. And think about where you are now in your practice. Remember it for the end of the practice. And let's go to plank pose. Right leg out, left leg out to meet it. Flat back, reaching forward, lean forward. Bend down to the ground. Chaturanga to baby cobra. And at any time you can meet in child's pose. If you need to rest, and then just come back into the practice, whatever you need to do. And let's go to down dog. And let's pedal out those legs again. Starting to feel our hamstrings loosen up. Right leg reaches up towards the ceiling. Open it up, bend your leg, and look out under your right armpit. Square your hips. Bring that right knee to meet your nose. Hold it there for a second. And then place it in front of you, in between your hands, for warrior one. Making sure that energy is coming out through both your thighs, bending that front leg forward, arms reaching up. Let's hold it here for 3 breaths. Relax the shoulders. And let's reach up. See if you can reach back, even if it's just a little. Keeping that front leg bent. And let's open up to warrior 2. That back leg opens up. Front leg is bent. And let's paint the sky and reach back. Warrior two. Right hand on your knee, left arm overhead. Again, this is just warming up. Next time we do this, we're going to stretch out more. Back to warrior two. One more time, back. Right hand is painting the sky like a rainbow. And reach it forward, warrior two. Shoulders relaxed, down away from your ears. Right hand down, now left hand paints the rainbow. And windmill your hand. You're in between, you're outside of your foot. Your right foot meets the left for plank. Elbows in for chaturanga, all the way down. Baby cobra. Up dog. And let's go up to down dog. And now let's left leg up. Let's lift the left leg up. Reach it to the back, bend it, looking out under your left armpit. Bring your left knee to meet your nose, hold it, and bring it right in between your hands for warrior one. Arms reaching up towards the sky or the ceiling. And just breathe through it here. See if you can reach up towards the ceiling and start to reach back a little. And bring it back for warrior two. Open up that back leg. That little cooing you hear is my baby. It helps with the practice. And let's paint the sky with our left hand. Back to warrior two. And left hand on your knee, painting the sky with our right hand. Back to warrior two, one more time. Left hand paints the sky. Warrior two. Right hand paints the sky. Windmill your hands over. Plank position, nice and strong. Bend the elbows, elbows in, knees down, and up dog. And let's go up to downward facing dog. And now let's walk up or jump up, meet your hands. Reach up, hands prayer position, down to your chest. Arms reaching up overhead to come back down, forward fold. You feel your hamstrings are getting a little better, a little looser. Flat back, forward fold. And let's go to down dog. And we're going to repeat the sequence because remember, we're opening up, we're loosening those hamstrings. Right leg up. Bring your knee to your nose, hold it there. Deep breath in. Foot in between your hands. This time let's open up to warrior two. Let's paint the sky. Back. Warrior two. Paint the sky the other hand. And this time, We're gonna hold it here for 5 breaths. Here's where you can deepen your practice. Hand on the knee. You can put your hand on the mat or on a block. That back hand, that left hand can come behind your back if it's possible. You can lace them or not. And remember, you can have a block. Open up that chest and just breathe here for 5 breaths. Let's bend that leg, windmill the arms down for low lunge. And here, you can point your toe, you can keep it up, whichever one you feel comfortable with. Reaching up onto that right knee, if possible. Opening up that chest, and even more, if you want to deepen it more, reach those arms up. And hold it for 3 breaths. Whoops. Deepening, opening up those hips. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And if you even can, reach back if possible. And hands on the mat, foot is in between. And now let's walk our foot to the outside of our mat, to the right side, and see if we can surrender. Deepening all the way. If you can't surrender, you can use a block, or you can hold it up. And let's walk our hands up, and flex that left foot. Right leg back plank, and go through the chaturanga or meet in down dog, whichever you prefer. And everybody should be in downward facing dog. Let's take a couple breaths here. And let's lift our left leg up. Bend it, bring it forward to reach your nose, hold it there. And step it in between your hands. And let's meet for warrior 2. Bending that front leg. Make sure it's rotated out. You don't want your knee pointing in. Rotate it out. And let's paint the sky. We're going to just do this once. And let's paint it forward. And now here, again, you can hold it here, or you can deepen your practice, put your hand on a block, put your hand on the floor, or go for bind. And let's hold it here for 5 breaths. Bend that leg and stand back up for warrior 2. Windmill the hands back down so we can deepen our practice for that low lunge. If you have any knee issues, like I do, you can put a towel under that knee, which is usually what I do. Let's hold it here for 3 breaths. You don't want anything to hurt. Okay, it's gonna hurt a little because we're stretching, but it shouldn't hurt to the point where you're super uncomfortable. And hands back down. And let's walk our foot to the outside of the mat and see if we can surrender here for just 2 breaths. And let's walk up our hands. Bend that right foot, flex it, lift it up so that our left leg can meet it in a plank position. And let's run through chaturanga. Remember, elbows in when we're doing this exercise. Otherwise, you're going to hurt your elbows, your shoulders. And let's meet for downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Let's walk up or jump forward, reaching up towards the ceiling, meet in prayer pose. Bring it down to your heart center. Reach the arms up and open back down to forward fold. Flat back. Forward fold again. You should definitely feel a little bit looser than you did in the beginning. And let's go for plank. You can go through the flow or meet in downward facing dog. Lift that right leg up. Bring it into your nose, and this time for pigeon pose, we're going to bring it down to the floor if it's possible. If it's not possible, you can put a block underneath that back leg, but you also don't want to make sure that, you want to make sure that you're not facing out. You want to square those hips. So whatever you need to do to square those hips. Open up the chest. And here you can surrender down or full pigeon. Lift up that back leg. And here we're going to hold this for 5 breaths. Okay, walk your hands up, take the block out, whatever you were doing. And now bend that back leg, bring your right leg to meet it for downward facing dog. Lift those hips up towards the sky. And reach your left leg up. Bring it into your nose and bring it down to the mat for pigeon. And again, you can surrender down, you can have a block, you can sit up, opening up that chest. And we'll hold it here for 5 breaths. Let's walk up those hands. Bend that back foot, your toes, so that you can push up and have that left leg go back to meet it in downward facing dog. Walk up or jump forward. Hands up towards the ceiling, meet in prayer. Down to your heart center. Arms down for mountain pose. Hold this for 3 breaths. Maybe you close your eyes here. It'll help you relax more. Shoulders away from your ears. Maybe you smile. Be excited for the day ahead. Open those eyes if they were closed. For tree pose, lean towards your right foot. Bend your left foot. And if it is possible, to lift your leg up to tree pose. If not, you can leave it here bent on your toe, or you can bring it up to the middle. My pants are so slippery and they always fall. Meet in prayer. And maybe you'll open up your branches. And maybe even if it's possible, you can look up. Very slowly. And hands in prayer. Bring that leg up. And then down to relax. Back into mountain pose. Lean on your left. Lift up that right leg. Well, the toe. Go on your toe, the ball of your foot. And lift it up, if you can, up to tree. I don't know if my pants are too slippery. Hands in prayer. Open up your branches if you want. And if possible, look up. Hands back into prayer. Lift that knee up to relax it. And let's reach our prayer hands up towards the ceiling, back down, and now towards the end of our practice, I want you to feel those hamstrings. Are they looser? Do they feel a little bit better? You can bend your knees. And let's try. So our left leg is bending, left hand stays on the mat, right hand opens up. And how does that feel? Does that feel a little bit better than at the beginning of the practice? Bring that hand down and let's do the other side. Right leg bends. Left arm reaches up. And left hand comes down. And let's flat back, forward fold. One more, let's go into plank pose, walk your feet back. Chaturanga. And let's meet in downward facing dog. And let's go into butterfly for the end of our practice. So find a nice, comfortable, seated position. Think about what you have just done in your practice. Think about what you can do in your next practice. What kind of intentions do you want to set for yourself for the day? Think about those. One hand on your stomach, another on your heart. And let's breathe in. start to flutter your eyes open if they were closed. I want to thank you for coming to class today. Hands in prayer position, up on your forehead. Thumbs on your lips, may you speak your truth. Thumbs on your heart, may you live and love with an open heart. And live life, love life, always. Namaste.